You guys, it is full on fall cozy season, and today I'm sharing with you guys some super easy, delicious, budget friendly, amazing meals that you guys will want to make and put in your menu this week. And one is really a surprising recipe that we have now put on our rotation. You guys, this is also in collaboration with one of my very dear friends, Valerie Hargett. We are hosting an open collab with cozy fall recipes. So you guys make sure you check out the playlist. It will be linked down below. Check out Valerie's channel, give her some love, and you guys, let's get started. Okay, you guys, this soup is now a weekly thing, and funny thing is Ryan hates broccoli, so this recipe is insanely delicious, and if I can get him to eat broccoli and everybody else, that's a win. So what I'm doing is I just diced up one onion. I just melted some butter in the pan. And while that is melting, because you have to put your onions in there to let them kind of saute, I am chopping the broccoli because Ryan won't eat broccoli if it's chunky. So if I can just make that super fine, then that works really great. So you make a roux with this, and you put a 1/4 cup of flour in until it's kind of a peanut butter texture with the onion that's chopped up. And then you add 2 cups of half and half. And I believe on this one, because I've done a few different recipes, you add a couple cups of chicken broth. And then you're just going to swirl it around. I had to get a whisk because it wasn't blending well enough. Then once that is kind of boiling, you add in the chopped broccoli. And then you can do a cup of chopped carrots. And like I said, I used a processor for the carrots because my kids run from the idea of cooked carrots. They think it's disgusting, they gag. So I love all this stuff. The fact that this is mostly just vegetables, and normally I would never imagine my family eating this. This is something I would eat constantly. It was awesome. And then you add, of course, cheese. Everything with cheese is better. So we're just adding the cheese in here, and you're cooking it, and this is all, sted up. But this doesn't take any time. This took 20 minutes to make. Because it cooks so fast, and it's just such a home style yummy meal. And if you guys are on the fence about broccoli, trust me, if you try this, you won't be, because this is like the copycat Panera Bread broccoli cheese soup. So you guys, make this if you want something yummy. Okay guys, so today's a little bit different of a recipe. I'm actually tweaking it. It's out of that Elise Ellis's macro friendly foods app, and I am supposed to use stew meat. I don't have stew meat. I'm just gonna use what I have on hand, and it's still healthy. It actually probably has more protein in it. So I already ground up a pound of the ground chicken, and then now I'm gonna add the other ingredients. I've already gone ahead and diced it all up. So it needed 1 cup of diced onion, it needed a 1/2 cup of red pepper, it needed a cup of diced celery, it needed a cup of diced carrots. So I just went and diced all that up. Okay, so I'm gonna put those vegetables in there, and it may have been a little bit more than normal. Ryan's not gonna love the idea of all these vegetables in chili, but so the thing I'm adding that was not in the recipe is beans, just because these are the only beans I have on hand, but I love garbanzo beans and stuff. All the fiber. A can of green chilies, which I love green chilies, you guys know that. 1 can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. That gives it quite a bit of spice. Let me add in the seasonings now. So we need a teaspoon, I believe, of the onion powder. A lot of times I will add extra. So yeah, 1 teaspoon of onion powder to be added in there. Then we need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Well, actually it says 1, but I'm going to add 2 just because you guys know how I am with the garlic powder. Okay, now we're going to add in the chili powder. So 2 teaspoons of that. And honestly, for flavor, I'll add extra. I'll add 3. I always put chili powder in that. 2 teaspoons of cumin. And yes, you guys, make sure you spill it all outside of the measuring thing. Then 2 teaspoons of paprika. Okay. And make sure you dump that all over the side too. It just likes to get stuck in there, so there's that. Then we need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Honestly, I don't want to waste what's left in here. I'm not that concerned about it. So I will probably just use up whatever's left of that and put it in there. Oh, also, teaspoon of salt. And then we need a cup of beef broth, which happens to be, I always keep this in the fridge, left over. And then we also need our Worcestershire sauce. So, 2 teaspoons of that. Oh my gosh, and I dumped way extra. Actually, guys, it was supposed to be tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Just eyeball it. So we're going to cook this. You can cook this for 8 to 10 hours on low, or you can like split the time in half and cook it on high, obviously, or half that. So I want to see how much time we have. This is packed full of protein and vegetables. I think I'm honestly going to add a little bit more broth to this because I did add in the beans, so it probably needs a little bit more of that. But we'll let that cook all day. Okay, you guys, this ended up having lots and lots of vegetables in it, but it was absolutely delicious, and it's super, you know, healthy and packed full of protein and fiber and everything else. I did go back in and add tomato sauce in there. I didn't show that, but we like our chili with a little bit of tomato sauce. But this was delicious, and we just topped it with some cheese, and you could put some tortilla chips, whatever you want with that. I was going to make the cornbread, but I didn't have the ingredients. Okay, tonight I am browning 2 packs of ground beef that I had in the freezer. I'm just putting this last minute meal together in our Instant Pot. We're going to make some beef stroganoff with ingredients we already had on hand. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic. I'll probably add more than that. 2 tablespoons of minced onion. I've got this little container I keep in the fridge. 3.5 cups of beef broth. A teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, but I've got coconut aminos in place of it. Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, a can of cream of mushroom. I don't have it. I've got chicken. And I'm going to add some mushrooms to it. And then a cup of light sour cream. And I'm going to put it all in here. I've sprayed it out, and I like to use the insert whenever I have meat because it does get burnt sometimes. So once I add all that stuff, you put the cream of mushroom or chicken soup on the very top. Make sure the noodles are a little bit wet. You need, 12 ounces of noodles. And it's supposed to be the egg noodles, but I don't have those, so I'm using penne because it's all just a noodle, you know. So I'm going to cook all this. You let it cook for 5 minutes on high pressure, and then you do a quick release and open the lid, and then you put the sour cream in after that. So let's do this. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Say hey in the comments. Trust me, I read them. I just have a delayed time to get back to you guys, but I appreciate them all. Don't forget to check out the group playlist, and I will see you all in the next one. Love you guys.